Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. I want to tell you about the last tournament that we'll have this year in Meissner, and that was a cash and rod tournament that took place last week at the Meissner intake. Now, there was a lot of special things that came out of this that I wanted to talk about because, let's face it, there's a wide diversity of opinion about the relevance and importance and future of having tournaments on our waters. You know, we love to think of our waters as just our own, and I would like to still believe they are, but it's about sharing, and that's what having these tournaments really exemplifies, is sharing our area with other people. And there's a reason that we want to do that, no matter how private we may be as individuals, is that it will help our area grow financially. And I don't want to keep preaching that because it's pretty evident and obvious to people. All you got to do is drive down the road in our area when there's a tournament around, and you'll see a lot more things happening. You'll see more people. You'll see more out-of-state plates. You'll see motels full of people, restaurants that have a lot of smiles inside them where people have come to this area and they need to eat. But what I wanted to tell you from this tournament, number one, there were huge fish that were caught. A lot of people think, oh, we're running out of big fish because too many are being caught by tournament fishermen. Doesn't seem to be the case at all. We had weights that were over 25 pounds for a 5-pound bag. We had fish over 6 pounds that were caught. And it's not like there were hundreds of anglers out there. There was 59 teams. The other thing that I really think it's important about seeing in this tournament is fizzing. And I've talked about this before, and some of you may not know what fizzing is, but it's sticking a needle into the air pocket of a fish that is suffering from the bends and is close to dying, and releasing all that pressure and being able to let that fish return to the water, swim away, and live to fight another day. It's essential, because most of our smallmouth in the river live in depths of water where when you bring them up out of that depth, they come up too fast and they have the bends. That's what it's about. But here's what stood out even more than the fizzing. We had one of my friends, Alex, had agreed to come there. We had a tub set out where any of the fish that seemed in question that were brought in, we could put in that tub. We could watch to see if they were able to swim. If they were belly up, then we had to fizz them. We had to do something to bring them essentially back to life. And because of temperature, and we'll talk about this in another report, because the temperature was drastically not quite right for these fish to survive in the tub, we really, really needed to put our best measures forward. And so what I found was some of the people that had traveled from other areas came up to the tub and they said to us, "Do you need help?" And we said, "Yes." And they started fizzing too. And we had people taking the fish after they righted themselves and carrying them out to the dock and putting them in the water head first, and then staying around to watch to make sure that the fish survived. I mean, it was emotionally absolutely uplifting to see people come together to form a team of just helping these fish survive. It was wonderful. The other thing that you come to do when you're working together like this is you make new friends. You make friends from people out of the area, people you would never have met, and all of a sudden you're sharing something together. And that's the quickest way to make friendships. So it was actually a great day. I'm thrilled that the Cash and Rod people came here. I'm thrilled that we had people from all over the area coming to be with us, and I can't wait till they come back next year. But I think the biggest thing that I took from this is that together we can help keep this resource the number one smallmouth resource maybe in the whole world. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.